What's up, y'all? I hope all is well on this Thursday afternoon. What's up? What's up, NC? What's up, Big D? Um, this live is not really gonna be. I'm not gonna be really joking around and shit on this live. I think I need to go to fuck in. I think I need to go in on this one. What's up, Chris? Um, it's kind of like out of control. All of the news that's coming in. It's kind of like unbelievable, like a purge or something is going on. Yesterday I was on the phone with NC and that BZ, and we was just talking about all the news articles, sharing news articles, and all the news articles was about murder. Like, it's murders going on like it's no tomorrow. So in light of the fact that right now is a time of like a lot of murder trials are going on, and a lot of them involve our rappers at this time. So in the death of a lot of rappers. And right now, the one that's getting a lot of attention is Duck's case, FBG Duck. And then you have Mo3 and you have YSL. Their case is going on right now as well. Young Dolphs will be coming up soon. And you got YNW Melly. So those are a lot of cases involving artists, involving rappers. I'm going to talk about the Duck case, but first I want y'all to understand what drill means, because we never thought to look up the word drill. We're looking at it as slang. What's up, Dro? But it's actually not slang at all. It has a meaning to it. It has several meanings, and one of the meanings is to practice something, military exercises, or to make someone do this. Are y'all listening? Drill, the verb, and a verb, meaning in a verb. Using the word drill as a verb, it means practice. To practice something, especially military exercises, or to make someone do this. Okay? Another meaning is as a synonym, as a word that means the same as drill. When you would say a synonym, like if you was to say drill, you could use these meanings, these words instead of drill. Assignment, conditioning. What's up, Al? Discipline. Assignment, conditioning, discipline. So there you go. Now, what I'm leading up to is that just about everything that we consider dear to us, and we all consider rap music dear to us, those of us who was there from the beginning and those of us who were born into it, we love it just the same. It's an easy thing to use as a tool to program. Now, I'm telling y'all what the word drill means. As a synonym, assignment, conditioning, discipline, and as a verb, as in taking action with the word drill, it means to make someone do something. So you have to go back and think now. Who gave us the title drill for that type of music? Where did that term come from? Who suggested it? Who put that in the air? So just about everything that we do is infiltrated, and it's steered not by our own energy, but by the agenda of somebody else. And that's what I'm trying to say about drill music. When you really look at this case, and if you look at any case where someone was killed because they was a gang member, even gangs, listen, they brought in the gang element into rap music just to lure rappers into death or to go to jail. Because it's no longer about the music. It's no longer about the talent. It's about the rapper's real life and what he really experienced. And whatever it is he did experience, it has to somehow involve the streets, which is a total fucking farce and an illusion. We live in what my man Coolio said it the best. We've been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. And it's a fucking illusion. It came from the comparison in the wars in Iraq. That's why they call Chicago, Chirac, and a lot of military terms like opposition. No, no, no. That's what you're saying because that's what is a program for you to say that, for us to think that. That's who the fuck in the hood is thinking about using military word terms. They ain't never been in the fucking military. So who the fuck gave them these military terms? You got to think about what you just said. Ain't none of them been in no war. They say Duck and Eat really started like the back and forth with drill, right? Did Duck and Eat go to the military? Did they have any military training? So, yeah, you're right, Chris, but who the fuck gave that to them? That's all I'm saying. Who gave it to them? I'm not saying that they stupid, but there's a meaning and a purpose behind that. So now you look at this case and you see that these young men wasn't even thinking when they went over there to do that to him. They wasn't thinking about the consequences. They wasn't thinking that maybe they would kill one of those rich white people in those establishments. They shot out the windows of some of those businesses. So you mean to tell me these people was in there ducking and jumping away from glass and possibly getting hit by them 60, whatever, 30 something shots that was sprayed all over that place? Think of that in a reality term, as a reality. They wasn't thinking because their whole mind was trained and they were conditioned. I'm not going to get up here and talk this gangster shit to y'all. I'm going to tell y'all exactly what's happening and exactly where it's coming from. They already knew that Chicago was a state that was heavily involved with the gang shit. They already knew that LA was a state that was heavily involved in the gang shit. But they have planted those seeds in mostly every damn state anyway. It just took in those two places the most. For whatever reason. But y'all always think everything comes from us and is naturally a part of our culture. But 90% of our culture was taught to us by somebody else. And anytime we come up with something that comes from us naturally, organically, it's taken and used to do something else. So rap music is nothing right now but a trap off for these little kids. And they already told us what direction they was going to take it in when they started calling some of the music trap music. And now we've graduated from the drug phase because they used that to trap niggas off with the money into now it's the murder game now. Now you're not working for you no more and there's no benefit. The only benefit is for the ones that planted that in your head. Who is getting satisfied by that happening? Who does that benefit with a bunch of young men everywhere shooting and killing each other for no reason, basically? And then retaliating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You don't retaliate against the police when they kill somebody. when they killed your loved ones. So don't say that it's not possible for you to forgive. Because one or two people not being able to forgive is ruining all of the urban communities across the board. You think you're making decisions for yourself, but you're either going to feed the negative agenda or you're going to feed the positive agenda that's going to benefit us. 95% of us feed the negative agenda that benefits nothing but the real opposition. That's all. That's the only person that it benefits. That's the only people that benefit from that. We don't benefit from this in no shape, way, or capacity. Damn near everybody is suffering from PTSD and trauma. And we wonder why we can't go anywhere and do anything as a group of people without fighting and clawing and scratching at each other and be ready to kill each other. Because you're programmed. And you think you're moving independently and you think your thoughts are independent, but it's really not. Of course, Tyrone, that's exactly where it came from. Because when it was organic, when people wasn't making millions of dollars, it was more about the culture. It was more, we lived it. It was like damn near a religion. And embedded in that music was the codes that we've learned from life passed on to us from people who was before us. And we had some type of morality. But as you introduce the crack music, the drug money, everybody from that era that became parents and grandparents of the ones running around knocking each other off was blindsided by the money. They used money to distract us. They used money to poison us because they kidnapped rap music and made it into a tool of psychological warfare. And that's exactly what it is now, because that's what music is. The root word to music is muse. Muse is inspiration. And all this music preaches is sex, money, and murder. And the murder has taken control of everything now. So you are being inspired through music. Our children, who are impressionable anyway, they easy to tell to get them to do something because they don't know anything. They don't know any better. So through the music, they're poisoning, throwing this signal out to the kids to be, and then we just go right along with it and support it. And then when people do unspeakable things that breaks the code of how we should be treating each other, we get mad at each other and disgrace each other for saying that the shit is wrong and it shouldn't be done. And the effect that it has on us. And right now we are seeing the definite effects of the mindset that we've had over the past 30 years of putting motherfuckers that's ruining our communities on a fucking pedestal and worshiping them and giving them the utmost respect. At least before it was because of money. Now they'll give the rappers the money, but the ones in the hood is getting credit just for being a murderer. If I'm lying, I'm dying. So we wonder where this comes from. We wonder how we got here. That's how we got here. We be fucking putting the wrong things on a pedestal and we worship the wrong things. So who's responsible for drill music? Yeah, our opposition planted the seed, but we feed it. And we still feeding it, even amongst all these deaths that's happened over the past 10 years of all these rappers, yo. And innocent bystanders and little 15-year-old and 3-year-olds and 2-year-olds. And it's all good in the name of the game that benefits no one. What's the end game? It's not like the person that's playing the game really wins because they either wind up dead or in jail. So who's winning? Who's winning? Let me look at this. Let's go to this. The second day of trial information is out from the FBG Duck case. And a lot of people's in their feelings. Either one way or another, everybody's in their feelings. FBG Duck trial. I forgot. Damn, I had just had the shit and I lost the cachet. There it is. It says Cachet Williams offered the trial's first eyewitness account of the fatal shooting of FBG Duck in the heart of the Gold Coast in August 2020. The system been winning. Facts, Joe. Cachet Williams grew tearful Wednesday when federal prosecutors started asking about the brazen daytime killing of her boyfriend, Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. I need a break, Williams told Judge Martha Picold, who's overseeing a murder and racketeering trial stemming from the allegedly gang-related attack. When Williams returned to the stand, she offered the trial's first eyewitness account of the shooting in the heart of the Gold Coast in August 2020. She recalled snapping into action when she saw a gunman jump out of a moving car and start shooting at the rapper, whose real name is Carlton Weekly. I picked up Duck's gun and started shooting back, she said, during the second day of trial at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse. Now, people screaming and shit. We all know what happened that day on August 4th. But people are still relating Duck's murder to the song Dead Bitches. That just doesn't fit in my spirit, and I agree with his mother with that. But everybody has their own thoughts and ways of seeing things. But my thing is this. If it was a matter of a song, Exposing Me was worse than, was just about as bad as Dead Bitches to me. But one thing around that time that Duck didn't have was an offer to get with Mob Ties, J. Prince Sr., and Rap A Lot Records. Now, when he got the deal with Sony, that was cool because the money came, but the protection and the association with someone that could help him out against the army that was against him was something that I believe certain people didn't want to see, but that's just my opinion. Exposing Me was more disrespectful. I think so too, Chris. I think that way too. So that's what makes me not feel like it was really so much about the song, y'all. It was about the announcement Duck made. Well, somebody posted from Rap A Lot posted on their page, their Facebook page, that Duck was now joining the Rap A Lot family. He's finally where he belongs. He's going to be where he belongs or something like that. I have it, but I didn't go pull it up. I should have. And that was July 29th, 2020. August 4th, 2020, Duck got shot. So I don't really relate the song theory that everybody has to his death. Hey, Mary Jo. I can't say this because y'all don't really understand how energy works. But I told y'all the way that Duck was drawing older people into that drill scene by seeing him on the ground like that. I think that was the first drill rapper that was put out there like that and that was seen actually leaving us on camera. And we saw how long he was there in real time. So that affected a lot of older people. They wanted to know what was going on, and that's how a lot of older people started getting, from outside of the city of Chicago, started getting interested in drill. Because I asked around because I was curious because I know that's what brought me. And my main objective was to let everybody know that they was trapping people off. And they always let you go for 10 years and then they come for you. I seen it happen too many times. And I recorded it in my brain. So when I started looking at this, what's up, Sparks? I recorded that pattern in my brain because I seen it happen. I lost a lot of people that I loved during these periods of time where they would let us rock for 10 years and then come back and round everybody up. Some of the people that was arrested in the early 90s and late 80s was just coming home last year or year before because they kept them in there. They gave everybody football numbers for whatever reason that they could. It could be the slightest reasons. They got the capacity and more. So I was saying to myself, look, it looks like they're going to repeat this. And the proof is that I was trying to warn people about this and say this is when I started doing my research about drill music, I was watching this live. I don't know what brought me to this live, y'all. But on this live, it was people from O Block. And the people in the chat room was asking, it was Muwab and a couple other people from O Block. And the people was asking them why they killed Duck. So I didn't know what was going on at that time. I just knew that this was people from O Block and that people was putting a lot of information in the chat and asking a lot of questions. And they was kind of bragging on that live. I can't find that live now, though. I don't know where that live is. And it made me say, stop it. The feds are watching. And this comment that I made on that live, which somebody else saw what I saw, his name is Trap Law Ross. He put the damn quote that I said to them in his documentary on FBG Duck. If you look at that documentary, you will see he put my quote to them saying, stop it, the feds are watching, on the screen all by itself during that documentary. You see my name there, Lotus.Queen.31. That was me. So I seen the shit coming a week after Duck was killed, and they got on that first live after the first live they did after Duck got killed. Everybody is saying it was them in the comments. So do you think that if people from outside don't even never step the foot in Chicago could get on a live and call out names as to who did it without ever stepping foot over there, that the police can't do that? You don't think the police saw what everybody else was seeing? The minute this rappers starts talking about coming together or peace gets off. Duck, Nipsey, Pop, just to name a few. You notice when Dirk said something about peace, he almost died by overdose. Dirk, if he is involved in this, is a prisoner. Because Chicago was the best place for them to go to get people to use, because they hot as fuck right now. And because if they put one of them in place, they know that they're not going to want to go back to that lifestyle again. Now imagine if Dirk was approached, right? And they said, we need you to feed this agenda. We need you to keep this energy going. And Dirk said no. They would ruin his career. They would ruin his career. They'll take all his money, and he would have to go back to wherever he came from or somewhere else. And then who's not going to recognize Dirk wherever he goes? So I'm saying this to say that they be trapping these young boys off and these young women off in this industry. Maybe initially some of them, or maybe some of them be like, fuck it, shit, I don't care. Like, as long as I'm good, I don't care about them people that's left back in the hood. I don't care. But eventually it comes back and it haunts them. Because then they realize that the people that they agreed to do this with, they don't respect them and don't like them either. They don't give a fuck about them. They just using them. They realize that they're being used. But they're using our music now that we love and is a part of our culture to trap off our kids, to trap off the youth, to trap these young black men off that's talented, that have light, and use them so they could keep us in the darkness, yo. Do I blame them? No, they kids. Sometimes they let them get real far in the game and get a taste of the good life, and then they hit them with this. And that's why you see a lot of them get high so much when they get up there. Because they thought that was the way out, the way to paradise, the way to escape, and they see all this shit going on. It wasn't what they thought it was. I don't know what happened to Dirk in there. I don't know what happened to Vaughn, but I can guess. Because a lot of people here in New York told me that they had invited, when Vaughn did that song with Funkmaster Flex, and he was here before he died, when he was doing that interview with academics, they said he was invited to one of these parties, and he was asked to do something that he said no to. And the next 2 days he went to Atlanta and he was dead. Now remember Vaughn said he couldn't sleep? When he was talking to academics, he said, I ain't sleep all night. I can't sleep. You know what I'm saying? And you could see the circles around his eyes. You could see it. Go look at the interview. He was looking. He kept looking across his shoulder. And academics said to him, why you keep looking across your shoulder? You in New York. You ain't in Chicago. And Vaughn said, it don't matter where you at. You still got to be on point. But what made him feel that way? That he was driving through New York City. At the height of his superstardom, he just did a song with one of the biggest people in hip hop that can push his music. And he's nervous and he's looking over his shoulder. Then he gets stopped at the airport. Right when he leaves New York to go to Atlanta. Did y'all peep that or not? Right when he leaves New York to go to Atlanta, they're waiting for him to check his ID. They ain't check nobody else on that plane ID. Only his. And some say that the woman that had the mask on that was looking at his ID was also the lawyer that represented him and Dirk in the case in Atlanta. Some say that. I don't know. I didn't see the lady face. But she damn sure looked a lot like her. And she kept that mask on. The man that was taking his ID didn't have on a mask. But she had her fucking mask on and she did not take that mask off. Go look at it when they stopped Vaughn in the airport. Go look at it. And Vaughn was so disturbed by this and thrown off that he went back and he said, can I take y'all pictures of y'all IDs too? Because y'all took a picture of my ID. Right. And see, that's when I had called my homegirl and I said, oh shit. I said, Vaughn is on the radar. I swear to God, I said this. I wish the girl would come. These people who I talked to and was telling this would come out and tell everybody what I was telling them. I said, he on the radar. The next fucking day. Or maybe even that night or into the next morning, Vaughn had got shot at the goddamn hookah lounge, yo. My doggone radars don't never fail me. Yeah, they could do whatever they want. They control this shit. They could do whatever they want. And we say everything we doing and put everything on doggone social media and lives and all that. They know. Listen, they study us. They know exactly how we gonna move. We think they don't be watching us. They watch everything that we do. You think they didn't know if they start paying people on YouTube that people was gonna be going back and forth with each other? Hell yeah, that's their normal MO. That's what they do to keep us separate. Have us fighting over a little bit of fucking money while they making all this money off of us, yo. Anyway, let me get back to this, y'all. Prosecutors allege that 6 men, 4 shooters, and 2 getaway drivers linked to the O Block faction of the Black Disciples traveled from a notorious Southside housing complex to kill FBG Duck after a gang associate spotted him in the Tony downtown neighborhood. Now, let me tell y'all what I think too. I think they had a list. I'm being honest with y'all. I think they had a list. And once they found out that that was Duck on that ground, they decided to just leave him there because he was on the list. That's how I feel. Because they did the same thing to Newski. Newski could have been saved when he got shot. They wouldn't let the nurse that was there attend to him. They left him there for 15 minutes. They left Duck there for 20-something minutes. Only it was on camera. And these two are different factions from different gangs. So if you ask me, they don't care about nobody. They had their list what they was going to do and who needed to go. It's not necessarily that they set it up. And I'm not saying they don't. But if they happen to see that somebody got shot, because the climate is already there, the program is already in place. So if somebody gets shot and they see who it is, they know whether they're going to save them or not. Because they could have let that nurse tend to Newski on that site. They told her it was a crime scene. Don't touch him. So didn't the same thing happen to Newski that happened to Duck? They both could have been saved. Crazy how they didn't even attempt to tend to him. Well, it ain't crazy because these people keep showing us who they are and we be expecting more from them. We expect more from them and they don't give a fuck. They show us that all the time. Every fucking time. If there's one thing that we know is that these people don't give a fuck about us, yo. So why do we keep on shooting and murdering each other? Why do we have so much hatred towards each other, yo? You notice how similar the scenes were? Both times the police just stood around and didn't render aid. Both times. Listen, if you scroll all the way down to my beginning of my videos, where I did a 3-part series about, and I said FBG, Duck, and Newski, and I broke that down how they let both of them die. They was from different sides, so it didn't really matter. It show you who your real enemy is, and we just knocking each other off every chance we get, and these people don't give two fucks about us. So if we don't care about us, who gonna care about us, yo? We just goddamn pray. That's what we are. Prey. We're fucking pray out this bitch. Cause we ain't protecting each other. That's for damn sure. It wasn't until Williams began tending to FBG Duck that she realized she'd been hit twice in her wrist during the exchange of gunfire, injuries that required surgery to retrieve a lodged bullet. Another person was also wounded in the attack. I don't even want to read their names off because it's just sad all the way around. And it's nothing new here that we didn't really know. It's just being confirmed by these people speaking their piece. I'm finally getting to speak on this, but along with all the other murders we see every day and all these cases, it just has me really fucking angry as hell. Like, don't y'all see what the hell is going on? Like, if we don't help ourselves, who gonna help us? We just getting worse and worse as the days go along, yo. Soon we ain't even gonna be able to go outside. Cause what you think this next generation is gonna be doing that's coming behind this one? Most of them don't even have no mother and father. They being raised by their grandparents or some foster people. They not gonna know shit about firsthand love, yo. So it ain't gonna be hard for them to pull a trigger for no goddamn reason. You see that lady in Chicago that they robbed her and left her laying in her garage? I bet you that lady moved out. I bet you that house is for sale. Don't nobody want to live like that, and we shouldn't be living like that. We terrorizing each other. Chicago already can't go outside. You go at your own risk. I think they use Chicago as an experimental ground for how they wanted to be in all the hoods. They use it as an experimental ground. They used it as the purge part one, yeah. The only difference is in the movie it was white people chasing a black man. In real life it's black men chasing black men. Tell me if I'm lying. Y'all better stop getting online and talking all this shit about what y'all gonna do and how bad y'all are and how you was associated with this group of people and you was associated with that group of people because they gonna lock your ass up eventually. They gonna come get you. They just setting the web just for y'all to put yourselves. They ain't gotta do much work because you're telling everything because you gotta show everybody how bad you are on motherfucking YouTube and on whatever social media. They just want to trap y'all asses off, yo. And it's much easier than it used to be. They didn't even know our slang when we was coming up in the streets. They didn't know our slang. They used to have interpreters. They used to have somebody from the hood that they was paying to tell them what the people meant when they was talking to each other. Because we had all kind of slang. Pig Latin, talking real fast, or one word means something else. They didn't know what the fuck we used to be talking about. But now they got the video. They got the whole backstory. Because I told y'all, I ain't have to talk to nobody from Chicago when I was watching this to put two and two together. So you don't think the police wasn't putting two and two together just watching the shit on the internet? You have fucking academics telling every goddamn thing that happened play by play. Ain't nobody was calling him a snitch though. You had whole channels talking about who top shooters was in the gangs and who have however many bodies. There's 99 videos up there about how many bodies people have. So even if it's hearsay, it can put a radar on you and make people start investigating you and shit. Because your name is out there on the front line. So hip hop is set up for these rappers to either go to jail, because you got to be a gangster now, or you won't get no respect. So now that they got it like that now, so you either going to go to jail or your ass going to get shot, Joe. Because in this paper, in the paperwork from the court, when they was talking about the case, they said a high-ranking BD. But in the newspaper, they said a high-ranking BD, probably Little Dirk, in parentheses, yo. Most likely Little Dirk. That's what it said in parentheses. So you think that if the paper said that, you don't think police is thinking that in their minds too? Or is somebody going to be the scapegoat? We shall see. Let me go to this Blueface thing now. Because this case is still unraveling. And everything's being confirmed. They're going to show that doggone video. I hope they don't start circulating that video all online and Reddit and shit, yo. What's up, nephew? I hope they don't start circulating that video all over the place when they show it in court. Chrisean, let's talk about Chrisean. Now, we know that Blueface has been ordered by the courts for that shooting that he did with the flare gun at the strip club. Oh, and see, I hope they don't do that. At the strip club in Vegas. He owed $13 million. They ordered him to pay the strip club owner for lost income, and for what he had to pay out to the people, because he closed the club, to the people that was working there. So he owes $13 million. They was about to put his house on auction. The auction had started November 6th, and he was going to have to leave the house November 14th. But miraculously, what's up, Judah? Miraculously, Chrisean and Blueface disappear. After a whole day's rant where they was going back and forth, they disappeared for 2 or 3 days. And then all of a sudden now, Blueface house has been reinstated. It's no longer on auction. And his house is not in danger of being taken anymore. So most likely Chrisean has helped him, or she's promising to help him pay off his debts. Now, people might say, oh, she's stupid or she's dumb or whatever. Nope, she loved Blueface. And she feels like if Blueface did not put her on, she would not be in this position. So, yeah, she fuck with him. Yeah, she love him. But the main reason why she feels she should look out for him is because she felt like he saved her. Because she was fucked up. She wouldn't be where she is now if it wasn't for Blueface. And Jaden as well. As long, you know, she has kids with him and she loves him and all that. But Jaden wouldn't have no hit song, Barbie, or whatever song she got now, too, if it wasn't for Blueface. So I can't say that Blueface is not talented. I can't say that Blueface cannot see when somebody is marketable in the industry. He has a very good talent with that. But I'm wondering if he's being trained and groomed to be a handler. Because he even said out his own mouth on his Twitter that he was a gatekeeper. Okay? So is he a gatekeeper in training? Yeah, he could be, because he mess around with Whack 100. And Whack 100 is definitely a gatekeeper. So I'm saying all that to say that they could be fronting. They could be doing this just so people could tune into them and keep watching them and keep blogging about them and keep them in the algorithm. Because right now they're controlling the algorithm. These cases, all these cases, and Chrisean Rock and Blueface control the algorithm. It's their internet. But either way, they're going to benefit from it. Whether it's fake or if it's not fake. He's benefiting from it. Chrisean don't seem to have a problem with him going back to Jaden when he feels like it. Jaden don't seem could do anything about him going to Chrisean when he feel like it. So I mean, if it works for them, hey, who the hell are we to say anything about it? Shit, they getting paid as long as nobody get hurt, and it's fun to watch. So it's a goddamn good ass distraction because you want to see the underdog win. Most of us. But he know how to work them too. And Jaden don't have a talent. At least Chrisean has some talent. Jaden don't have a talent, a talented bone in her body. Yo, poor thing. I mean, this is not for her. Entertainment is not for everybody. Her talents might be in something else, but Blueface is making it work. She got a song that's being played at the clubs. She's doing shows. And when he comes back from his little rendezvous with Chrisean, he brings Jaden a microphone. this nigga's a pimp. Whack is Blueface handler, and he got Jim handling them. Yep, Mary Jo. So I know it's not about talent. I know that. I'm just saying. He is talented. I know it's not about talent. But he is making money off of them too. He has made them into what they are today. Blueface helped her with her first song, It's a Vibe All the Time, and that's what put her out there. Jaden had her song, that's what put her out there. I see him in the studio with them coaching them. So he's talented. I'm not saying that that's what it's about. So he sure is. Man, everybody in the airport was coughing yesterday. Are they coughing by you, Queen? They probably are. They probably are. Plus, you know what, too, Judah? The weather has changed like overnight because, like, just the other day it was like 80 degrees and ain't nobody have no jacket on. And then now it's cold now. So it could be that, too. This nigga is big pimpin', spinning cheese. He pimpin'. So yeah, she gonna help him, and I don't blame her. I don't knock her that she's helping him. She's appreciative. That's her baby daddy, and he put her on. Now, if she didn't do nothing for him, and she just stepped on him and said, "I don't give a shit about him," everybody would be saying she a gold digger. But no, she decides she want to help him. She ain't gonna shit on him, and everybody's calling her stupid. So you can't win for losing, honey, with the public. Everybody coughing their ear because I bet you a couple days ago it was like 80 degrees, right, Judah? Now it's probably down in the 50s. All you got to do today is build a woman rapper that will do anything like the men rappers from yesterday. Mm-hmm. Yep. Rap is it's destroyed now. All it's being used for is to lure these kids and these young kings and destroy their fucking lives one way or another if they're not smart. I know, but y'all gotta feel them 50 degrees is y'all gotta hey, y'all can't be y'all been spoiled long enough, dude. Like with y'all warm ass weather over there. We all know how foolish we was when we was young and in love. People be acting like they made no mistakes. I keep saying that, Mary Jo. This lady was like, all she do is when she get on her interviews talk about Blueface. I said, have you seen Blueface's last two interviews? It was all about Chrisean Rock. So what are you talking about? Like, you ain't making no sense right now. You just a hater. Because what you made just now is not true. What you said is not true. He been talking about the girl. She was going on the show to respond to what he was saying. So how you gonna say that the girl all she talked about is Blueface? Like these people also. What I've noticed with these people, we all have been in love and accepted shit. Yeah, and she only 23, Mary Jo. Come on now. Y'all bitches wasn't the brightest bulb in the room when you was 23. You was just as dumb as you saying that she is right now. So shut y'all ass up. Um, In China, her sister been going off. Like, her sister been going off on them. But she's really, really, it's a lot of pain involved with them. It's a lot of pain. And I think they need to get in the room and sit down with each other and cry their ass off, however long it take, and get that shit out their system and love each other. Because the world we living in now, ain't no room for no whole bunch of sisters and brothers to be fighting like that. Come on now. Get it together. Y'all mother still alive? Like, make her happy. Let her see her whole family with some love before she go from here. Or y'all fighting each other and calling each other bitches and threatening each other. Cut that shit out, y'all. Y'all see all the shit going on in the world? Sure. Y'all need each other. I wish I had 12 and 11 brothers and sisters out this bitch. Sure. It is pain, nephew. It is pain within their family. I'm talking about their personal family problems. About her son getting molested and all that shit. They are in pain. You could tell. They be in and out of jail like they've been through some shit in their upbringing. They wasn't always in the spotlight. I fucking hate this building. As soon as I can leave here, I'm moving. Maybe so, but that's not what got them in the industry. It's Chrisean is the one that got in the industry. And then they started jumping on Instagram, getting their little attention. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I have to look into that, nephew. Um, so that's all I have, y'all. I don't really have too much to say. I think I made my point clear. What I was trying to relate about how outside entities control our frame of mind. And it's our responsibility to know and understand that and not fall along with nobody's program but your own, the one that God instilled in you, not what society instilled in you. It's everybody's personal responsibility. Otherwise, we might as well just hold hands and all walk down to the cemetery together. Because there ain't going to be nowhere we can go to have no fucking peace. Yeah, I know, I know. Yep, Murder Gang, you right. But she probably didn't know nothing about it. They probably did that on their own. She might not have been involved in that. They see who the protectors are, and they always, almost always, the real ones that's by their side of the ones they targeting. They always wind up something happen to them. Go to jail for 10 years, like C Murder when he went to jail when Biggie died. C Gutter for 10, 15 years. Then he come home. Like that's always the fucking story. Look at Rollo. Rollo just came home. And what did he do? First thing he do, he talking about Dolph. So and he going against CMG. So the ones that really care about them, they be either locked up or dead. But Rollo need to slow down. You just came home. You ain't even been home 3 days yet. Like, calm down, my brother. You already got love and you already got a following. You don't have to come out here and take that route. Next thing you know, we hear he gets shot up some fucking way. It is fun to watch. What's up, King of Cups? It is kind of fun to watch, just as long as nobody don't get hurt. But it is fun to watch, though. It's a guilty pleasure to watch them go back and forth with each other. And it's innocent because, nobody's really getting physically hurt. So I'd rather people follow, something going on with a toxic couple than people following people getting killed back and forth. That's for sure. But anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. See, King of Cups, you always come late as hell. I don't be staying here longer than an hour or so. Shit. I got shit I gotta do and take care of, so I don't have much time to be up here. She literally said on TV she don't care for her brother and turned back on the men in her turned her back on the men in her family. Yeah, because that's the influence from Blueface, because she in love with him, and he was protecting her, and she didn't want to be protected because she was in love with Blueface. He got her all wrapped up. Hey, King of Cups. I owe you something. I'm gonna have to. I can't even talk private in this thing, right? I owe you that thing I said about the asking questions about certain people. I owe you that. Um, yeah, but I'm out of here, y'all. I'm sleepy. I need to take a nap because I'll be up all damn night trying to keep up with the news and thinking about what video I'm gonna do and all this bullshit. People think YouTube is easy. It's not. You gotta put a lot into it. It's not an easy thing. You gotta put a lot into it. So shout out to all of y'all that are successful on YouTube because you put a lot into your shit. That shit just don't happen to be happening. You gotta work for that shit. So people be looking from the outside of these successful YouTubers and they think they just was lucky. No, they be fucking working. They be doing their research. They be studying. They be doing, that shit takes a lot from you. So much love, familiar. I gotta go. Somebody calling me. I gotta go, y'all. Much love.